Hello student, in this video I will show you about the internal resistance of a cell, and next I will show you the relationship between the EMF, terminal voltage and internal resistance. Okay, EMF is represented by the word epsilon. As I already explained in the earlier video, terminal voltage is represented with the letter V, capital V, and the internal resistance of a cell is represented normally with the letter small r. Okay, I want to also say that when the internal voltage drop will be represented in the circuit, then we will use a small v like this. Okay, and the current will be represented by capital I in the circuit. Okay, so first of all, here I want to make the of the internal resistance with the circuit diagrams. Okay, whenever we put a cell in the circuit, we write the cell structure like this. Okay, actually the cell is a complete body having the electrolyte plate, and internal resistance exists inside the cell. Okay, so we represent this cell with this circuit diagram. Okay, where this is the EMF and small r is the internal resistance of the cell. Okay, this is the two terminal of the voltage. The plus and minus sign are also shown in the diagram, right? So what we see here, we take out the resistance R outside this cell in the circuit. Okay, so here to show the relationship between the EMF, terminal voltage and internal resistance, we first draw a simple circuit diagram here. Okay, I am showing. Right, so this is the circuit diagrams, a simple circuit diagrams having a resistance R. This is also sometimes called load, and this is the EM of the circuit, and this is the flowing current through it. Right, so total resistance of the circuit we can write like this, equal to R plus small r. Right, and current flowing, that is I, will be equal to EMF of the cell divided by total resistance. Okay, so EMF of the cell is epsilon and total resistance is R plus R. I am not writing the case here, but you can write here one step. I equal to the EMF of the cell by total resistance. Okay, so we can write epsilon equal to I into R plus R. Right, now we know that terminal voltage of the cell is V, and V will be equal to I into R. Right, so the terminal voltage will be the IR drop. Okay, that means the voltage drop across this resistance. Right, and the voltage drop due to the internal resistance will be equal to I into small r. Okay, so we can write this as I equation, this equation, I into capital R plus I into small r. That means EMF equal to terminal voltage plus small drop voltage due to internal resistance of the cell. Okay, this one equal to small v. That's why I told you that the internal voltage drop of the cell will be written by the small v. Right, so finally the relation between the terminal voltage, EMF and the internal resistance of the cell we can write like this: epsilon equal to capital V plus IR, you can write like this. So this is the relation between EMF of the cell, terminal voltage and resistance of the cell, right? We can determine the internal voltage drop of the cell like this: V equal to epsilon minus capital V, right? So this is the internal drop inside the cell. Now I want to explain something about the factors affecting the internal resistance of a cell, right? So there are 4 factors that affect the internal resistance of a cell, right? Suppose this is the cell, normal natural cell, okay, which we see in our day-to-day life, and the first factor that affects the internal resistance of a cell is the surface area of the plate, okay? That means if the surface area of the plate is more, then the internal resistance will be less, okay? So second factor is if the distance between the plate, okay, that means this distance between the plate will be more, then the resistance will be also more, because the electrolytic ion have to travel a larger distance, okay, to complete the chemical reaction. That means if the distance between these two plates will be more, then the internal resistance will also be more, okay? Next factor I am telling the nature of concentration of the electrolyte, okay? Suppose if the electrolyte of the cell is very dense, that means highly concentrated, so the resistance of the cell will be more. That means internal resistance depends on the concentration of the electrolyte, right? And the fourth factor that affect the internal resistance of a cell is the temperature, okay? The temperature. If the temperature of the electrolyte is higher, then the resistance will be less. Why? It is because higher temperature will provide a extra energy to the ions to travel easily from one plate to another plate, okay?